Hello, happy Saturday. Today is a big day. Today is the day that Intuitive by Design, the paperback copy, has been officially approved by Amazon and will be available in the next 3 days. Okay, so that's the time frame, and I will definitely announce when it is fully available so that you can order. I know several of you have been waiting on the paperback, and I don't blame you. It's actually gorgeous, super interactive, really fun. Now, quite a few of you did pre order, and thank you so much for that. With Alaska shipping, there is going to be a fairly significant delay before you get your signed copy. So I want to throw out there that this book is very giftable. So my recommendation, and I know a lot of people are going to do this, I've already heard from several people, this is exactly what they're going to do, is order the paperback so that they can get it. And you know, Amazon shipping super fast. You usually get it in 1 or 2 days, and then you'll have it right away and have a chance to then gift it when you get your signed copy that will be mailed directly from me. Okay. So just touching base about that. Now, if you didn't order a signed copy, just wait a couple days and that paperback will come out. Okay. So today I'm going to do a reading. And by the way, thank you all so much for continuing to support me to order this book. We're at almost 90 copies sold, which is a big deal considering most first time books and self published. Well, mine's not technically self-published, or maybe technically it is self-published. Anyway, it's not traditionally published. We're not using a traditional publisher. I am going through TWS Publishing, great service, but this still applies. The statistic still applies that most books sell less than 250 total copies. So the fact that I'm already edging close to 100 copies and this book has only been released for 1 week. By the way, 1 week today. Whoop whoop. Kind of a big deal. So, jumping in here with our reading today. All right, this is from chapter 1 of Intuitive by Design. The chapter is called Divine Design, and this section is called Intuitive Design. So, without further ado, you mean intuition? My inquisitive friend had no way of knowing the legalistic sludge that question would stir up. We were hiking through a magical rainforest of tall Sitka spruce and spongy moss covered forest floor on Kodiak Island, Alaska. She was on a spiritual journey and quick to ask insightful questions. I was delighted when our conversation turned to Holy Spirit. At first, explaining this particular Trinity member to an unchurched person seemed to be going relatively well until she compared Holy Spirit to intuition. Satisfaction quickly turned to frustration. This was 2017, 2 years before the vision that is now this work's prologue, and which ultimately led to this book. At this point in my journey, I hadn't given intuition much thought, largely avoiding it, pushing it aside as something secular or even quote unquote new age. In reality, intuition, being synonymous with inner sight, is a logical and inevitable topic for discussion on internal spiritual guidance. Still, my belief system was affronted. I was horrified at the prospect of dishonoring God by entertaining something as fluid, vague, and unknown as intuition. Little did I know that the unknown was the very playground that I was being invited into. Over the next several years, I eased from the shallows of spiritual truth to the deep waters of divine revelation. Grace covered a rocky road as I, awkwardly at times, relearned what had been forgotten. The message of my true identity, spoken by my good Father, awakened my soul and connected me with my own heart. Awareness increased, and I began to dance in oneness with the triune God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Perhaps for the first time, I learned to love who my Creator masterfully and intentionally designed me to be: the wild, the weird, and the wonderful. Awakening to my original design, I began an alignment process. Holy Spirit gently led me to rediscover my intuition, reclaim my gifts of sensitivity and empathy, honor my emotions, and embrace the brilliance of my intuitive intelligence. Not unlike a chiropractic adjustment, each shift released built up toxins. Fear, bondage, anxiety, insecurity, and containment surfaced. In partnership with the triune God and through the finished work of Jesus, I have overcome in each of these areas. In their place arose purpose, identity, freedom, boldness, and the playful joy of co creation. All right, well, I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I'm going to keep them coming. Actually, let me know. Do you want me to keep them coming? Okay, because I'm thinking I'm going to just grab a reading from each of these chapters and jump in every couple days. All right, let me know. Is this something that you're enjoying? Grab your copy of Intuitive by Design. The digital copy is available now, and the paperback will be available so soon, just a few days. Bye. Happy Saturday and enjoy your weekend.